What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another Cash Custom video. Today I got my nephew Jaden here with me, and we're going to be cleaning up the engine compartment on the 67 Camaro, getting it ready for paint and getting it all cleaned up so we can drop the motor in this bad boy eventually. I know I said I was going to do my trunk filler piece, but it has not came in the mail and I don't know why. They're taking forever, so we're just going to move on and get what we can done. But there's the rust in the filler piece, and is why I'm replacing it. I do got this outside so we can get a good look at it. Man, oh man, check that out. I got my tail lights in, and I still need to get the panel filler to put there. I have not done that yet, so, but man, it's coming together, and it sure has been fun, and I sure appreciate all the support, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you. But anyways, I got some rust in my floor pans, which is not a surprise. There's a hole there, and then we got this one I need to work on. It's not completely shot, but it's shot enough. I want to replace it, or at least fix some of it. And then these are the really concerned problems. I know it's under the back seat and I could hide it, but I would know it's there and my OCD would not let me do that. And then there are holes in that passenger floor pan in the front that needs to be cut out. And then there's a hole higher up. So, well, let's go over there and we'll check her out. We'll check this out. I got the front end of this car kind of pulled apart, but anyways, there's a hole there. I think yeah, you can see that. There's a hole there that we got to fix and cut that little out and fix it. Gonna have to probably make my own piece for that. I know I could replace the whole floor pan in this thing, but I don't really want to. I just kind of want to patch it, and I got my uncle gonna let me borrow his bead roller to make my own panels for where the creases are in the pans, so I can get it right and get it done. I do got to fix this. We're gonna make our own piece for this too. It's just up here to here. As far as I know, we're gonna have to search some more and find out for sure all the affected areas of the car so we can get all the rust out of this car. It is very important to me to get all the rust. Let's take this off. I don't have that bolted down yet, but because I want to get all this cleaned up, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna get all this cleaned up, get this resprayed, get this cleaned out. And we're gonna do it over there too, where the radiator sits. We're gonna get all that cleaned up. I do got new bushings. It's sitting on brand new body mounts, and I need to get a new power steering pump. That one works fine for now, but you know, I want it to look good when I'm done, so we're gonna get a new one. And so anyways, this is an overall view of the car. Watch out there. Let's get that back on there. For now, we'll pull that off again. Not like it's hard. Quit being lazy, Daniel. But that is the passenger side. I got to work on this front fender. It's lined up. The lines are lined up really good, but it sticks out. So I got to get that pushed in. We'll probably have to take a block, and after I make sure my body's shimmed the way it's supposed to be, because that could cause it to hang over a little bit. And but we could take a block and we could start down low, and we could start lightly hammering it and working it in as we go, and we could solve it that way. But I just want to make sure that nothing's caught up, and I just haven't took the time to look at that yet, and we're gonna get to that. But right now, the engine compartment's my main concern. I do want to get a motor in this thing really quick. I gotta get a wiring harness, that way I can do so. But I would love to get this motor in here and get it done, and we might just stick a 350 in it for now, and then after we stick the 350 in it, we'll just use that to drive it around and then build the 383 as we go along. So we can do it that way. And check it out, I got safety glasses finally. I know I should have got them a long time ago, but I went and picked some up. It is a very good thing to have, especially while grinding or anything. I've had metal in my eye before, and it sucks bad, really bad. It put me out of work for a week, and I had to wear sunglasses everywhere I went, and it just was not good. So anyways, everybody make sure you're wearing safety glasses. It is very important. Your eyes are the worst pain you'll ever feel if you get rusted metal in there, I promise you. So without any further ado, let's get started cleaning this thing up. We're gonna pull the headlight brackets off here, we're gonna pull the horn, we're gonna get all this dressed up the best we can. We're going to take the hood latch off of here, we're gonna get it cleaned up the best we can, and then we're gonna clean up the firewall and get everything cleaned up, repainted, looking good. That way we can hurry up and get a motor in this thing and hear this thing run. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready. I'm ready to hear this thing fire up, and I'm honestly ready to take it for a drive. But we got to get all this stuff done and get it done right. That way when I do it, I'm proud of it. I'm confident, you know, that nothing's gonna bug me. My OCD is bad, so, and it will not let me do anything without doing it right, or at least to the best of my knowledge. And I do want to thank Jacking with John, and he's been a huge help getting my channel started, and you guys go check him out. I know a lot of you already seen him, but the ones that haven't, go check him out. Follow him, subscribe to him. He's a really good guy, and he's got a lot going on and always coming out with new content. I mean, he's way better at putting out videos than I am. And I'm working on it. This thing cost me a lot of money, and right now it's the only project I got. Unless you want to see work on a crappy camper, but I don't want to see that camper. I want to send it down the road. But anyways, let's get into this car. Let's get it cleaned up, and let's see what kind of progress we can make today on getting this thing motor ready. So like I said, we got to put the wiring harness in. I got to get a fuse box, but I got to get all this stuff cleaned up, get the rust fixed that's in the way. And I don't think there's any rust. I've already had this whole car off the frame, and I've repainted the frame already. It's a little bit dusty, but you can see it is not greasy. I have not had a motor in this since I pulled it off the frame. So anyways, I'm gonna quit jabbling, chattering, rattling, I don't know. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay guys, so we are getting this cleaned up. My nephew crawling through. Oh, getting the headlight brackets off of here. But I found something interesting that I'm not too sure of, and I don't know why it's here or what it is. I would imagine it would be something for the lights, and maybe somebody just used what they had. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know. You tell me what you think. So on the side of my headlight mount, there's this deal, like a ignition switch. Looks like a key goes in there. I don't know what it would be for or why it's there.
Maybe like a lockbox or something that lost a piece.
No, it's got wires on the other. It's got wires on the other side. I really don't know what that would be for. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you guys think it is, or has anyone else ran into that? I mean, I really don't know why that would be there. So a little bit of insight would be cool. I just don't know what it is, to be quite honest, like, or what it's for. It's just interesting. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. But other than that, we're getting this thing cleaned up pretty good. Oh, kicking stuff around. We got a pile of parts we took off. We got supports, the horn, relays, the hood latch. We're gonna get all that cleaned up and get it repainted. Get this thing looking good again. Here in a minute, we're gonna take a wire brush and we're gonna get this front clip cleaned up the best we can. And we'll use sandpapers in the place we cannot reach with the buffer. So anyways, that's what we got going on. We haven't done anything to the firewall yet. I did want to clean up my tag right there. It got painted. I don't like that. I want it to be clean and looking good, so we're gonna clean that up. About got this other bracket off of here. Somebody looked like they were impatient, didn't get the... They're either impatient and didn't have the headlight adjuster in there and decided to put baling wire, or they just, I don't know. I don't know why there'd be baling wire right there, but you know, baling wire comes in hand. It's always good to have a little bit of baling wire and duct tape. But anyways, we're gonna get back to it. Okay guys, so we're getting this cleaned up. I'm getting it sanded down. I got a few surface rust issues that I want to get kind of cleaned up before I get too carried away, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. I messed up. I was working on this panel on this fender and I didn't finish, and as you've probably already seen, I was an idiot and left it unprimered, and it got some surface rust on it. So I am gonna have to clean this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This way too expensive to be doing stupid things like this. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. I got lazy. best, but it'll work. It'll work. So we're gonna get this thing primered up. We'll get that primered up. We should probably blow that off best we can. Probably should wash it too, but I'm gonna have to do some more sanding on it anyway, and more work on it. I know I hooked up the wrong one. Well, that's what I get for not paying attention. Get the nozzle here, and be sure to put on my glasses so I don't blow nothing in my eyes. There we go, we got them on. Oh, we gotta turn up this air pressure a little bit. There we go, now we got some air. There's the air compressor. Hang on. Shut that off for now. I got enough air built up. Clean all this stuff out. Real good. Okay, so let's primer that fender. We'll get that primered up and get it looking good, or better. So we're gonna use this filler primer. It's got a epoxy build to it, I believe, and just covers any light scratches. This car was improperly sanded before I got it, and they had some deep scratches in the metal, so I don't remember what I sanded it with, to be honest with you. It's been so long since I worked on this car. I mean, since I did any sanding body work or anything other than the tail panel you seen me do the other day. And well, let's start down here. Get that all nice and painted up. Gonna have to go over it a couple times, but it'll work. I still got a few dents to work out of this fender. I haven't completed it. So the reason why is I went through my divorce and this thing just kind of got put on hold for a while. Until now. I got all the time in the world to get this thing done. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make sure this thing's nice and primered up so we don't have to worry about no more surface rust. Yeah, I know I painted that wrong. Don't laugh at me. It's supposed to go with the lines of the car, spray with the car. It makes for a better outcome. But we will work on this fender another time. This isn't really what I wanted to do with this video, but as you can see, it had to be done. Otherwise, it's going to cause me a lot more problems than what I want. As you guys know, there's a lot of experience watching me, so maybe I'll get some good tips on some of this stuff, because I don't know it all, but I can sure figure out a way to get stuff done, right or wrong. And I always love a good challenge, especially if I've never done something before. The challenge is what makes it fun. and seeing what the outcome's gonna be. And that looks pretty covered. Still light a couple areas. My camera holding's not the best, I apologize. And alrighty. OCD kicking in. Sorry guys. That's what OCD gets you. To do something, you gotta do it all. I don't know why, but I won't be able to sleep at night knowing that I didn't do exactly what it was that I wanted to do. Or leaving that halfway black and the other that gray. So I had to do it. But this is what we're gonna spray the front with, and then we're gonna go over it with the chassis black. But I like this high build primer. It's really good about keeping water out. It is really awesome to keep water out of your metal, which is good because these things sure can collect water, as you know. That ain't so good, but anyways, we got that cleaned up as good as it's gonna get for now. Set that right there. We're gonna do a little bit more cleaning up, then we're gonna spray this, and then we're gonna do the front, and we'll do the exact same thing to the front, and then we're gonna do the firewall. We're gonna get this whole thing cleaned up and looking good. So bear with me as we go back into time lapse and get this done. Okay guys, so first off, don't touch wet paint. You get spots in it like that, you know. But we are going to take some soap and some water. Sorry, camera's a little close. And we are going to scrub the inside of this engine compartment. It is fairly dirty. And before I spray anything, I want all that dirt and junk off of it. That way I get a good stick with my primer. So I want a heavy build primer under here. Nice heavy build primer so I don't get it all chipped away with rocks. And then we'll let it dry overnight, and then we'll be back tomorrow to finish it up, which won't be bad. Won't be bad at all. Yeah, it'll collect a little bit more dirt probably, but you know what? It'll be a lot cleaner than what it is. Okay guys, so we're back. We got this washed off. We're gonna do a little bit more sanding, and then we're gonna go to primering this front clip and some fender wells and get this compartment cleaned up really good. Try to get the firewall cleaned up. I got seam sealer finally, so we're gonna patch this in, get everything that's loose out of there, and then we're gonna refill that with that seam sealer and get that cleaned up the best we can. Get this all primered up, and then go ahead and drop a 350 in this thing. I believe we're just gonna go ahead and drop 350 in this thing get the transmission in it, get the driveline in it, get this thing to be a roller without me pushing it. So I don't know how long this is going to take me, but we're going to do it right as we can. Get the 350 in it, build that 383 stroker motor, and then we're going to get that 383 stroker motor in here. I got a lot of order, so I got to order the wiring harness, which I can order and eventually and get it in even after the motor set. But for now, when I get the motor in here, I might even do my own wiring just to make it work for now. So it might be a little off, but you know, the wiring harness for these cars are expensive for a modern day wiring harness, and so I got to slowly build for that, which I'm ready on my way to doing that, but I got a little bit more building to do. So but we're gonna make it work either way, and get this thing moving around, and just where it's easier to work on pulling in and out of this garage, and it's always fun to have something running. I mean, hands down, everybody knows it. So anyway, so let's go ahead, get this sanded up a little bit more, and then let's go ahead and primer it. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and spray paint this, or primer it with the rattle can. Sorry about the train, but so anyways, I know to do this right I need a sand blaster. I could sand on it forever, but I'm not going to. The important thing is always get the hardest spots first. It's a lot easier to get to them, or better to get to the hard spots first before you spray the easy parts. That way you don't have any runs, and you don't get your hand caught up in your wet primer. That's never fun. And then we're going to go back over this with the chassis black. This is just to help protect the metal from any moisture. And it's really important that we do that. You don't want no moisture getting in this metal here. Oh, quite a few times till it's good and covered. Oop, about dropped the camera.
Alright.
Get my other can here.
Is this a sports car?
Yeah, muscle car.
Oh. And here goes the train.
So we're gonna get this nice and primered up here.
Nobody can hear because of the train.
They can hear you too. This I might have to go get some more primer. But it's gonna work for now. We'll get a little bit done today. Stay over there. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. Make you sick.
Why are you breathing it in?
It's not smart. It's good to use a respirator or a mask when you're doing this. I'm in a well ventilated area, but when I go to paint the car, I will be wearing a respirator. We're gonna paint this car competition orange with some gold flakes in it. Then we're gonna put black racing stripes down it. We're gonna add a little bit of silver flakes to that. So that'll make it twinkle in the sun just right.
Why you just said competition orange?
It's a Chevy orange. That's just what it's called, what I call it. It's gonna be sweet when it's all nice and done. I'll have to sand this primer before I go back and paint it black. I'm okay with. I don't have to. I mean, it's all gonna be pretty covered up, but I'm probably going to. Just because. Whatever makes the video. So, I'm running out of primer here. I'm gonna have to run and go get some more primer. And I'm gonna sand that out because I didn't get that sanded as well as I thought I did.
Well, this car's awesome.
Yes it is.
How fast will this go?
Well, right now it'll do a whole 0 miles an hour. I ain't got no motor.
Isn't this a race car?
No, it's not a race car. It's a muscle car. Okay, and we are back. So I went and got me some primer, and I ended up doing something because my prep work sucked. So I decided to go ahead and clean it the rest of the way up. As you can see here, we got it all cleaned up. It is late at night, and I got my car lights over there. But I got this all cleaned up the best I possibly could. And now we're gonna spray it. So I am done with rattle cans. So fed up with them, so we're gonna use the real gun this time. My son's gonna hold the light. Alec, come over here and hold this light. And we're gonna paint this thing. And then we're gonna end this video when we get this front clip painted. And my next video will be on cleaning up the firewall. This video is already long enough, and I don't wanna bore you guys. So I'm not gonna time lapse. We're just gonna paint this thing, get it done, and get on with the rest of the car. So thank you, and here we go. other side to do too, but I'm gonna get that done because it would be easier that way instead of doing this all at night. But I wanted you guys to get a first look at what I was doing. Hold that. Hold that. Don't touch it. Get a look at what I was doing and let you know what it was kind of gonna look like. And I got a light, but sorry for the bad lighting, but we're getting this painted. I still got to get that inside there, right there. We got that pretty good. Got to get that, and up there a little bit. We still got to get a little bit more up there, and then we got this whole side that we did too. I wish I had better lighting, but I think you guys can see that. So we're gonna paint that and these fender wells, where I'm gonna go over that tonight real quick too. So next time you see this car, all that's gonna be done. But thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for supporting this channel and watching the content. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for the firewall, which will be coming up soon. Thank you all for commenting with me. I enjoy the talking with y'all, and it's really been fun. Go check out Jacking with John if you haven't yet. Make sure you like and subscribe his stuff. He's maybe a little bit goofier, if not as goofy as me, somewhere around there. But we are related, I guess. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.